Have you ever wondered why, even when your blood sugar looks okay, your body still feels completely drained? Why your feet tingle, your energy crashes by mid-morning, or your brain feels like it's stuck in a fog? You're eating right, you're trying your best, but something still feels off. The truth is, diabetes isn't just about sugar. It's also about what your body is missing. Missing vitamins and minerals. And these hidden deficiencies could be silently damaging your nerves, making you more insulin resistant, and even speeding up complications like fatigue, kidney strain, and neuropathy. What's worse, most people don't even realize that their symptoms might not be just diabetes, but a cry for help from a body that's running low on essential nutrients. Today, we're going to uncover the top 3 vitamins that every diabetic must know about, nutrients that can literally change how you feel every single day. You'll learn how to spot the warning signs, how these nutrients impact your body, and how to get them in the most powerful, effective ways. So don't skip this one, because what you're about to discover could help you reclaim your energy, your focus, and your quality of life in ways you never imagined. Before we dive in, I want to invite you to join this community by hitting the like button and subscribing to Health Guide. If you or someone you love is managing diabetes, this is where we explore real answers, backed by science, explained in simple terms, and delivered with care. Drop a comment below and tell us where you're tuning in from, and if anything in this video hits home for you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs it. Now, let's get into the nutrients your body has been quietly begging for. Vitamin B9, also known as folate, is one of the most important yet commonly overlooked nutrients for people with diabetes. If you've ever felt like your brain is foggy, your energy is low, your mood is off, or your body just feels heavy despite having decent blood sugar control, low folate might be the missing link. And for people with diabetes, this isn't a rare issue. In fact, over 40% of diabetics have been found to have low folate levels. That number climbs even higher in those who take metformin, or have any kidney-related complications, making it a critical deficiency to watch out for. The tricky part is that folate deficiency often looks just like normal diabetes symptoms: tingling feet, slow wound healing, mood swings, fatigue, weight fluctuations, and even shortness of breath. Because of that, it's easy to miss. But the longer this deficiency goes unaddressed, the more damage it can do. Folate is deeply involved in energy production, detoxification, nerve protection, and DNA repair. It helps process homocysteine, a toxic amino acid that builds up in the blood when folate is low and causes direct damage to blood vessels, kidneys, and nerves. Elevated homocysteine is a red flag in diabetic patients, and often means your body is under more stress than your blood sugar levels alone might suggest. Folate also plays a central role in how your brain functions. It's needed to produce neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, the chemicals responsible for mood, motivation, memory, and even drive. So when your folate is low, you might not just feel tired, you might feel emotionally flat, unfocused, or overwhelmed without knowing why. Folate also helps cells divide, supports mitochondrial function, your cell's energy generators, and directly impacts insulin sensitivity. That means a folate deficiency can make your body more resistant to insulin, making blood sugar harder to manage even if you're doing everything else right. And it doesn't stop there. Folate is critical for reproductive health, supporting hormone balance and fertility in both men and women. It's also essential for eye health, especially in people with diabetes, as it helps maintain the delicate blood vessels in the retina. In the kidneys, low folate worsens microvascular damage, accelerating diabetic kidney disease. And in your nerves, low folate slows repair and increases inflammation, worsening symptoms of neuropathy by 30 to 40% according to clinical studies. So where can you get it? The best sources of natural folate, not synthetic folic acid, include beef liver, spinach, asparagus, lentils, and avocado. Just half a cup of cooked lentils provides nearly half your daily needs. A serving of liver can cover more than 50%. These foods don't spike blood sugar, and when paired with healthy fats or protein, they can actually stabilize it. You can create nutrient-rich meals like beef liver with sautéed spinach, a creamy avocado asparagus soup, or a Mediterranean lentil salad with feta, herbs, and olive oil. These meals are more than delicious, they're therapeutic, especially for diabetics. Folate is water-soluble and heat-sensitive, so the way you cook matters. Steaming or lightly sautéing preserves more of the nutrient than boiling. Eating some folate-rich foods raw, like avocados or fresh herbs, offers even better retention. Other nutrients like vitamin C, B6, and zinc help folate work better, while alcohol, smoking, and heavily processed foods deplete it. Phytic acid from unsoaked legumes and excess calcium from dairy can also block folate absorption. If you choose to supplement, look for methylfolate, specifically 5-MTHF, not folic acid. This is the active form that your body can use immediately, especially if you have genetic variations like MTHFR, which 30 to 50% of people do. A safe and effective dose ranges from 400 to 800 micrograms per day, ideally taken with food in the morning alongside B12 and B6 for optimal benefit. These supplements typically cost between $10 to $20 for a third-party tested, high-quality brand. If you've been feeling mentally foggy, emotionally drained, struggling with nerve pain, or not bouncing back the way you used to, even with okay sugar readings, folate might be the root issue. Correcting this deficiency isn't just about preventing complications, it's about restoring vitality, energy, focus, and whole-body function. In a diabetic body, this isn't a minor fix, it's foundational. Vitamin B1, also known as thiamine, plays a critical role in how your body uses energy, protects nerves, and handles blood sugar, but it's one of the most commonly depleted nutrients in people with diabetes. In fact, over 75% of diabetics are either mildly or severely deficient in thiamine, and most don't even know it. That's because the symptoms of low B1 can look just like regular diabetes issues: constant fatigue, foggy memory, numb or tingling feet, poor coordination, and random mood swings. Many brush these off as normal aging or side effects of high blood sugar, but they're often signs that your body is screaming for help. Here's what makes this especially serious for diabetics: every time your blood sugar goes up, your body loses thiamine through the urine. Over time, this constant flushing, combined with chronic inflammation and common medications like diuretics and metformin, drains your thiamine stores faster than your body can replace them. That's why even with stable sugar levels, your nerves might still hurt, your energy may crash, and your brain might feel foggy. It's not always the sugar. It could be your B1. Thiamine is absolutely essential for converting carbohydrates into usable energy. Without it, glucose gets stuck in your bloodstream and can't enter your cells properly. This not only makes you tired but causes a buildup of harmful byproducts like lactic acid and advanced glycation end products, AGEs, which damage nerves, blood vessels, and kidneys, precisely the organs diabetes already puts at risk. B1 also helps power your mitochondria, your cell's energy plants, regulate insulin sensitivity, and detoxify excess sugar metabolites. Without it, your metabolism slows, inflammation rises, and everything, from your brain to your feet, starts to feel worse. Low thiamine hits the nervous system especially hard. It's required to make acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that supports memory, focus, and mental clarity. So when your B1 is depleted, you may feel foggy, anxious, or even depressed, and this isn't psychological. It's biochemical. It also worsens insulin resistance, impairs fat burning, and increases your risk of gaining weight around the belly, even if you're eating well. In your eyes, low B1 affects the tiny blood vessels of the retina, speeding up diabetic retinopathy. In your kidneys, it increases protein loss, proteinuria, advancing diabetic kidney damage. And in your reproductive system, low B1 slows hormone production, lowering libido and fertility in both men and women. When it comes to nerves, B1 is non-negotiable. It helps transmit nerve signals and repair nerve tissue. Without enough of it, neuropathy symptoms like burning, numbness, and shooting pains can increase by up to 50%, especially in the feet and legs. One clinical study even showed that B1 supplementation reduced albuminuria, a key marker of early diabetic kidney disease, by 30 to 40%, making it a powerful natural support tool in managing long-term complications. Foods rich in thiamine that are safe for diabetics include pork loin, 3 ounces equals 0.8 milligrams, or 67% of your daily value, sunflower seeds, a quarter cup equals 0.4 milligrams or 33%, trout 3 ounces equals 0.4 milligrams or 35%, black beans, half a cup equals 0.2 milligrams or 17%, and beef liver, 3 ounces equals 0.3 milligrams or 25%. These are low-carb, nutrient-dense options that won't spike blood sugar and help restore what your body needs. Smart meals could include grilled pork loin with sautéed spinach, trout with a sunflower seed crust, or a creamy black bean, and liver pâté on roasted eggplant. These dishes aren't just tasty, they're designed to protect your brain, energize your body, and rebuild your nerves. When cooking, avoid boiling thiamine-rich foods in lots of water, since it's water-soluble and can leach out. Moderate heat with minimal water, like steaming or roasting, is best. Pair B1 foods with magnesium-rich options like seeds or leafy greens to boost absorption. Watch out for things that block B1, alcohol, excessive sugar, raw fish, and excess caffeine all reduce thiamine levels. So can tannins from tea and preservatives like sulfites found in processed foods. For supplements, the two best forms for diabetics are benfotiamine and allithiamine. Benfotiamine is fat-soluble, meaning it gets into your cells more efficiently and protects nerves and kidneys. A typical dose is 150 to 300 milligrams per day, split into 1 or 2 servings with meals. Allithiamine, derived from garlic, is also highly bioavailable and supports brain energy metabolism. These supplements usually range from $15 to $30 for a good bottle, and are generally safe when used consistently with food. If you've been dealing with unexplained exhaustion, nerve symptoms that don't improve with medications, or mood imbalances that don't make sense, don't ignore it. It could be your thiamine levels running on empty. And once you start restoring them, your brain can think more clearly, your energy returns, and your nerves finally start to heal. This isn't just another vitamin, it's a reset button for your metabolism, your energy, and your whole diabetic journey. Magnesium is one of the most underrated yet essential minerals for anyone living with diabetes. It doesn't just support muscle relaxation or help with sleep, it's directly involved in how your body handles blood sugar, processes insulin, protects nerves, and maintains energy. The problem? Up to 60% of people with type 2 diabetes are magnesium deficient, and most don't know it. In more advanced stages, especially when kidney function is compromised, or if certain medications are used like diuretics or acid blockers, this number climbs even higher. Magnesium deficiency starts quietly. You might feel a bit more anxious, sleep may become restless, or you notice strange muscle twitches, tension headaches, or sugar cravings that seem to come out of nowhere. Most brush these off as unrelated stress, age, or just a bad day. But left unaddressed, this silent deficiency can dig much deeper. Low magnesium contributes to chronic constipation, irregular heartbeats, stubborn high blood pressure, worsening insulin resistance, mood swings, chest tightness, and numbness or tingling in the hands and feet, especially dangerous for people already dealing with diabetic neuropathy. The scary part is that most doctors don't test for the right kind of magnesium levels. The standard serum magnesium test only checks what's in your blood, and that's just 1% of your body's magnesium. The real story lies inside your cells, which is why an RBC magnesium test or magnesium loading test is much more accurate and useful, especially for diabetics. Here's why magnesium matters so much. Every time your blood sugar rises, your kidneys flush out more magnesium in urine. And when that's happening several times a day, even at mildly elevated sugar levels, your magnesium stores get drained fast. Add in insulin resistance and inflammation, which both increase the body's magnesium needs, and you've got a recipe for a chronic shortfall. What makes magnesium such a game changer is how it improves insulin sensitivity. It helps insulin bind more effectively to its receptors on your cells, allowing glucose to be absorbed and used for energy instead of lingering in your bloodstream. Low magnesium can increase insulin resistance by up to 25%. That means even if your sugar levels look okay on paper, your body could still be in chaos internally if magnesium is missing. Magnesium also affects your brain. It helps regulate key neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. When magnesium is low, anxiety, depression, and mental fatigue are more likely to show up, and for people with diabetes, this can create a frustrating cycle of mood swings and poor energy. It regulates your appetite, supports your metabolism, and even impacts sex hormones like testosterone, estrogen, and DHEA. If those feel off, magnesium might be a missing link. In your eyes, magnesium helps maintain blood flow to the retina, protecting delicate vessels from damage. In your nerves, it calms overactivity, protects myelin, the protective coating around nerve fibers, and supports proper signal transmission. That's why magnesium deficiency makes symptoms like burning, tingling, and nerve pain worse over time. In your kidneys, it helps reduce scarring, protein leakage, and inflammation, key factors in slowing down diabetic kidney disease. At the cellular level, magnesium supports over 300 enzymatic reactions, many of which are tied to glucose control, mitochondrial energy production, and inflammation. The best magnesium-rich foods that are diabetic safe include pumpkin seeds. 1 ounce equals 168 milligrams or 40% of RDA, cooked spinach, half a cup equals 78 milligrams or 20%, almonds, 1 ounce equals 80 milligrams or 19%, avocado, 1 medium equals 58 milligrams or 15%, and cooked black beans, half a cup equals 60 milligrams or 15%. These are all low glycemic, high fiber foods that won't spike your blood sugar and provide a steady source of minerals. You can turn these into meals that heal. A spinach and avocado salad with tahini lime dressing and pumpkin seeds delivers 250 plus mg of magnesium and powerful anti-inflammatory fats. A warm black bean and quinoa stew with toasted almonds and herbs provides 200 to 220 milligrams and stabilizes blood sugar while deeply nourishing your nerves. A crusted trout fillet with crushed almonds and garlic lemon olive oil sauce packs magnesium, omega-3s, and protein in one elegant meal. Magnesium is water-soluble and heat-sensitive. Boiling vegetables can reduce magnesium content by 15 to 30%, so steaming or sautéing is better. To improve absorption, pair magnesium-rich foods with B6 sources like chickpeas or turkey. Avoid excess caffeine, alcohol, or sugar, as they increase magnesium loss in urine. Also, watch out for anti-nutrients in unsoaked bran, raw legumes, or oxalates in spinach when consumed excessively. These can block magnesium absorption. When it comes to supplements, not all magnesium is equal. The best forms for diabetics are magnesium glycinate, great for nerves and sleep, magnesium citrate, helps with digestion, and magnesium malate, supports energy and muscle function. Avoid magnesium oxide, it's poorly absorbed and often acts more as a laxative than a true supplement. A safe dose is 200 to 400 milligrams per day, depending on your needs, weight, and symptoms. Take it with food, ideally in the evening to support relaxation and nerve recovery overnight. If your blood pressure is creeping up, your nerves are flaring, or you feel tired even when your sugar is stable, it's time to take a closer look at magnesium. This mineral doesn't just fill a nutritional gap, it unlocks better energy, sharper focus, improved nerve health, and stronger insulin action. Replacing what your body quietly loses each day may be the key to finally feeling like yourself again. Managing diabetes isn't just about cutting sugar or counting carbs, it's about recognizing the silent deficiencies that are quietly draining your strength, damaging your nerves, and clouding your mind. As you've seen in this video, vitamins like B9, B1, and minerals like magnesium aren't optional. They are essential building blocks that keep your body functioning, your energy stable, and your blood sugar more balanced. These nutrients don't just treat symptoms, they restore your cells, protect your organs, and support the systems most affected by diabetes. The signs of deficiency often feel like just more diabetes, but in reality, they're warning lights asking for the right kind of fuel. By paying attention to these quiet imbalances and intentionally restoring what's missing, through food, supplements, and smarter habits, you give yourself the chance to feel stronger, clearer, and more in control again. Diabetes management is a full-body, full-life journey, and every small step you take today builds the strength and stability you need for tomorrow. Keep learning, keep nourishing, and never underestimate the power of one vitamin to